people really know what they're doing.
When we call and the salespeople here tell us what they can do and when they're going to do it, it's very reliable.
Their planing and drying is as good as it gets anywhere in this country.
They've always been top of the line quality in what they produce.
They're just good people, and that makes a lot of difference too.
They're sincere, professional people that I would put my complete trust in.
As long as we're here, we're going to have Robbins Pine in our sheds, that's for sure.
We can't be the biggest, but we can be the best. That phrase was coined by Janess and James Robbins in the 60s, but has been at the heart of Robbins Lumber since Otis and Frank Robbins founded the family business in 1881. The water-powered barrel stave mill on the St. George's River in Searsmont, Maine, was the beginning of what would become the modern 40-acre lumber mill of today. A vertically integrated forest products firm, Robbins ships a wide variety of pine products worldwide and is ISO 9000 certified. With an eye on quality and innovation, Robbins is a progressive company, one that holds true to the values that have kept it strong for over 130 years.
I don't think any generation wants to be the generation that fails, so we try our hardest to make it really go and go well and be professional about it, because I think our family has a good name in the industry and we want to make sure that we preserve that good name.
Robbins Lumber also operates a Christmas tree farm that produces about 15,000 balsam fir trees a year. It owns and manages 30,000 acres of timberland and has been named an outstanding land steward by the Arbor Day Foundation. Robbins foresters supervise all logging operations on its timberlands and offers land management services to individual owners. The company was one of the first landowners in Maine to work with the state to establish a conservation easement on 22,000 acres surrounding Nicotawas Lake in eastern Maine. That easement is permanent and preserves a working forest while allowing free public access for recreation. All 5 generations of Robbins have grown up around the mill, learning the business from the ground up and conducting business with integrity and fairness.
I think family is a good foundation to have for a business. You bring in your values of honesty, integrity, respectfulness. All of us have our own divisions that we focus on, but we all respect each other's decisions and can work well together, which is really important in our business.
That respect extends to the employees at Robbins. Their input on how to improve operations is always welcomed, and if there's need for extra hands in the mill, the family steps in. Many employees come from generations of Robbins workers themselves.
My father worked here for 27 years, scaling logs and driving truck. My grandfather worked here in the garage for a time. My uncle helped build a sawmill in the mid-60s, and I've had several cousins work here over the years. It's been a big part of my life.
Employee loyalty combined with a Maine work ethic and constant upgrading of the mill has resulted in an unrivaled quality product. Robbins turns out eastern white pine boards of all widths, lengths, grades, and patterns, log and live edge siding, and secondary manufactured products. It's tapped the latest technology in the industry to accomplish that, starting in the log yard.
Select 16, 21, no.
The voice-activated scaling system allows the scaler to communicate with a computer that talks back.
7.
It verifies the information, then prints out a report of each log scaled.
It allows us to keep an eye on the log. As the log's being unloaded, we can see the defects in the back of the log that normally you wouldn't be able to if you're writing down with a pencil and paper what the footage is on the log. It's also a safer way of scaling logs.
In the mill, lasers take a 270-degree read of an incoming log, transferring data to computers that maximize the board footage that can be recovered. Once the cut is made, the boards are edged and enter a grading system that uses 3D cameras.
First set of scanners looks at the top face of the board, basically takes a picture of it. The board flips over, and the second set of scanners has 3 sets of cameras that are looking at the other face and the 2 edges. The computer marries them together and is able to come up with a solution. It sends the solution to the trimmer and control system that decides what bin the board goes into.
Technology at the mill makes it easy to monitor production, and there's a constant effort to keep improving the systems.
It's all integrated together, so no matter where we are, whether we're in the sawmill, or the planer mill, or in the boiler house, we can constantly keep track of our production departments and see how they're doing and monitor that quality.
You see a problem where things are slowing down that could be sped up, and we look into it and then find a vendor and then find a piece of equipment or technology that would make that faster. In today's market, there is someone out there that's probably making whatever it is that you're thinking about. And if there isn't, then we try to devise little things ourselves.
One area of critical importance is the drying process. Robbins uses both track-loaded and package kilns, drying about 700,000 board feet per week. The kilns are monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Robbins will custom dry to any specifications, but consistently make sure the moisture content is within 10 to 12%.
Before we pull the lumber out, we'll check the moisture content with a moisture meter to verify that the lumber's correct. If the lumber's not dry enough, we'll leave it in that extra day. What's nice is that we have more drying capacity than we do sawing capacity, so we aren't pushed to put the lumber out.
Robbins was the first pine mill in the Northeast to plane its lumber through high-speed molders, giving the end product a smooth finish. Once the lumber is planed, it's graded again and automatically trimmed and sorted. It's then end branded with detailed information so customers know exactly what they are getting. All lumber is stringently graded using NELMA guidelines.
Because our name is on the end of every board, we want the customer being satisfied with it, and we make sure that lumber is on grade or a little above grade.
Eastern white pine grows locally, is naturally rot resistant, has a low pitch content, and won't bow or twist. Couple that with a 10 to 12% moisture content, and Robbins Eastern white pine outperforms radiata pine, often grown plantation style in Chile and New Zealand. Robbins offers over 90 patterns and can custom make knives for any pattern desired.
They'll give us a crosscut of the pattern that they want us to match for a tracing, and we can take that and for a fee make the knife that matches that pattern exactly and then run that pattern on what they want us to run it to. So we'll work as a custom mill house as well.
Nothing is wasted in the milling process at Robbins. The chips and shavings are packaged and sold along with the bark, while the sawdust, wood waste, and slash from the log yard are burned in the waste boiler, providing steam for the kilns. Even ash from the boiler is used on Christmas trees or given to local farmers. It's a green operation from start to finish. When it comes to customer service, Robbins is in a class of its own. With 2.5 to 3.5 million board feet of dressed lumber inventory on site, quick turnarounds are possible.
I like to say that we have big mill capability and small mill flexibility, meaning that we produce 27 million board feet of lumber a year, and we have over 100 employees dedicated to picking orders, milling orders, doing custom jobs. We have no problem trying to adjust our production schedules to fit the needs of our customers. I want to make it as easy as possible for them to do business with us, and that means fitting all of their needs and filling all of their needs.
Robbins stocks all NELMA grades of white pine boards along with log and live edge siding. They also have clapboards, pickwick, center match shiplap, and edge and center bead on hand and can plane special orders to any thickness and width requested. The company sells to wholesale distributors across the country and retailers throughout Maine. With a fleet of trucks and professional drivers, delivery service is outstanding.
If you are anywhere in the state of Maine, we can get to you. We have different runs every day. We go south, we go north, we go east, and we go west. So we can fit you on one of those trucks, and if we have too much for the truck, we send another truck the next day. So service will not be an issue with Robbins Lumber.
They're here once or twice a week, or if we need something in a hurry, they get it here. It's pretty amazing. They do a great job.
We call them up, and if it's something, hey, I really need it, a lot of times they'll put it on the next truck coming through and we'll have it.
Service is great. We have a great relationship. They're easy to talk to. They understand the business better than we do. They understand the customers, the product, and it's just very comfortable and automatic.
As an added convenience, Robbins offers mixed truckloads. Up to 15 different items can be placed on a truck for clients who require a variety of products.
We want to turn things as fast as we can, and we don't want to have to buy 2 or 3 truckloads to get all the items that we need. And many times, buying it here, we can get the products that we need in the next 3 to 6 weeks on 1 or 2 trucks, as opposed to having to go around and buy from 4 or 5 different mills. And it's just a big benefit to us to be able to do it that way.
Filling orders efficiently is a top concern at Robbins. A specially designed computer program makes tracking inventory quick and accurate.
It also shows me the orders that I have against it, what we have promised out. We also can see stock that I have in process in the kiln, what kiln it's in, what day it went into the kiln, when it's going to come out. I can tell everything about our inventory with a few strokes of the key so that I can give our customers up-to-date, real-time information on their orders and when we are able to fill them.
Good morning, Robbins Lumber. This is Sandy. May I help you?
Though the mill is automated, there is no automated answering system at Robbins. Calls are answered in person, and ultimately you'll deal with the owner. Everything Robbins has done over the years is geared to providing a quality product and outstanding service.
Everyone here from the people loading the trucks right to the people answering the phones to the sales people to the mill workers, all have the same interest in providing their customer with the very best service they can. And I think it's evident after dealing with them for a long period of time that that is the case here.
In addition to its long lumber division, Robbins has two subsidiaries, Penobscot Bay Coatings and Robbins North. Penobscot Bay Coatings provides priming, staining, and clear coating for a variety of products from cement to lumber. It recently rolled out a new product that is especially popular with contractors.
We offer a two-coat clear coat now. It's a polyurethane oil base. It has a gloss base with a satin top coat on it. It's a beautiful finish.
Homeowners nowadays want things done quickly, so to have it all coated already for you gets you in and out onto the next job.
Robbins North is a secondary manufacturing facility that produces some unique products. The wood is cut and prepared at the cut-up shop on the mill site, then transported to Robbins North, where Maine craftsmen and women turn them into Maine-made products.
One of the big things we make are ice cream freezer buckets. This year we'll probably make 35 to 40,000. We also make a lot of clothes drying racks. We distribute them all over the country. And one product we make, I don't think any other mill in the country makes, is cow shoes. And we produce about 100,000 wooden shoes for cows each year. And that certainly is a unique product you don't find in many sawmills.
Members of the Robbins family have served as officers in industry organizations like the Northeast Lumber Manufacturing Association, the North American Wholesale Lumber Association, the Maine Forest Products Council, and the American Forestry Council. They're also very involved in the community of Searsmont.
They know my wife, my kids' names. We do a lot in the community together, whether it's baseball, Cub Scouts, different activities like that. We're, a small community, and they are right out there in it.
We want to make an impact not only in producing high-quality white pine, but making a good impact on the environment and a good impact in our local community.
The Robbins family also donated time and materials to help build the Searsmont Community Center, a barn for the Historical Society, and a signed kiosk walking trail along the canal of the St. George's River. 5 generations of Robbins have added their special touch to the company, and the 6th is now learning about the work and pride involved in operating a family business.
If they're interested in coming to the mill, I'd love to have them work here. It's a great life, and it's a great opportunity. We do a lot for the community. We maintain the environment we live in and make sure the woods are healthy, and I plan on sustaining that into the future.
I can't tell you how gratifying it is to get out there, whether I'm cruising timber, looking at a woodlot, or out there hunting, or out in the woods walking with one of my grandchildren, know that I'm walking on land that my great-grandfather managed over 100 years ago.
Other generations of Robbins will likely feel that same gratification and continue to be guided by words that have successfully led every generation to date. We can't be the biggest, but we can be the best.